Good evening, Unstable Scoundrels here. Got my friend with me this evening, Tripped Out Viking. He's going to be my cameraman for this evening. So, this evening's video is long awaited. As many of you by now know, I have scorpions. If you've been watching my videos, you would have seen my Emperor, who's been out once before. My Tanzanian Redclaw, however, he is he's the problem child. Okay? He's the one that's really aggressive. Tanzanian Redclaws, by nature, are quite an aggressive scorpion. Now, I've tried handling him a couple of times and I have successfully managed to do it, but I haven't been able to take a video of it because I need both hands to be able to handle him. So, Emperor, that's not a problem. Snippy's pretty placid. Snappy, shitbag. So, before anyone goes, oh, you wimp, you this, you that, I don't actually know whether I'm allergic to scorpion venom. And the last thing we need this evening is for me to, get stung, drop down, have an anaphylactic shock, which is also why I have one of these, which is an adrenaline pen. I'm crazy, but I'm sensible crazy. It's cool. So I will be using gloves this evening to handle him. He is a relatively small scorpion, but he's very vicious, and when he latches on, he latches on. And one, I don't need to go to hospital to get stitches. Two, I really don't need to get stung by a scorpion. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get him out. Get a little video of him running around. May have to do an emergency jump to the bed because he is quite quick and for some reason does like to jump off my hands. So, let's go ahead. Believe he's under this hide here. Yep, he is. Okay, now I don't know if you can see him, so what we'll do is we'll just grab my UV torch. There he is. I said he's not the biggest of scorpions in the world, but I guess it's the heart that counts with this guy. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Yeah.
I do not like being on the ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either, to be perfectly fair. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this very well. So what we'll do. Here is Snappy. So like I said, Snappy's my Tanzanian Redclaw, but he's got anger problems, I guess you could say. Once he's actually on your hand, he's okay. The problem is if he does have a bit of a annoyed moment, what he'll do is he will very happily just jump off my hands. What we're going to do is we're going to move down here so there's a bit more light so you can see him properly. So he's still a youngster. These guys grow to about 9 inches in length. He's actually being pretty well behaved this evening, actually. This is odd for him.
This is the most well behaved I've ever seen him.
Yeah, definitely. Don't know, maybe it's the heat, maybe it's I have no idea. This is really odd. I've made him out to be this aggressive, horrible little scorpion, and he's showing me up right truly now. But either way, he is normally quite aggressive in his nature. He's actually been really, really well behaved this evening, so this is good. It's a good video. This guy is part of the Emperor's family, which is the Pandinus species of scorpion, I believe. These guys have a really, really awkward name to pronounce. I can never pronounce it. It's Pandinus hecatotaurus or something. I know it, I can't say it, there's a difference. I guess the thing with scorpions, and a lot of people ask me this, is why do you hold scorpions? Why do you have scorpions as a pet? And, oh, there you go. The reason is what you have to understand is what I'm holding in my hand has millennia of instinct and experience bred into them. Scorpions have been on this planet for absolutely ages, well before we came about. So I guess that's what intrigues me, is to be able to hold something in your hand that has so many millennia of years of instinct bred into their existence, I guess, their species. And the thing is with scorpions is, a lot like, dare I say it, tarantulas, naughty word, you have to be really gentle and really patient with them. You have to be really understanding with them, really slow in all your movements. If you do that, it can scare them. That could then prompt a strike. okay, so these guys are definitely more, you know, aggressive. I think he's just gone to sleep. More aggressive than emperors. But at the same time, you know, you still have to be gentle with them. There's no point in being aggressive to a creature, because if you're aggressive to a creature, all it's going to do is end up hating you. I mean, this guy's hated me from the start. I mean, he really is not being anywhere near aggressive as he normally would be.
So docile right now.
He's, I don't know, maybe he's a little bit fatter than normal, so maybe he's just eaten. I'm fairly sure there was supposed to be a cricket in that hide, actually, come to think of it. So yeah, I think maybe the reason he's so docile is he's actually just had some food, so he's not too fussed about what's going on around him. But I'm happy, because this gives a chance for a really, really, really good video for a change. Because so normally this guy's really difficult to handle. He really doesn't like being handled. Yeah, he's really docile. This is insane. The first video I make, or at least it's a good one. He's not running up my arm trying to stab me in the face. See if I can get him to wake up a bit.
Yeah, that's right. Wake him up and piss him off.
Yeah, well, why not? But yeah, I love him though. You know, I love all my creatures. I love him because he has got an attitude 9 times out of 10. But that's what gives every creature, you know, their unique characteristics. Like my corn snake Flame, she's a bit of a grump. My python Spooks, she's relatively, you know, tame, very, very calm. And my Emperor Snippy, he's definitely very calm as well. But yeah, there he is. This is Snappy. But yeah, you've got to be really calm, really patient with them, and you know, pick them up gently. A lot of people do the whole, you know, grab by the tail and pick them up. I don't like doing that, because if you should get that wrong, you could end up really hurting the scorpion, and that's not fair. I mean, how would you like if someone come along to you and just tried to pick you up by your leg and made a really hash job of it? So I don't really like to do that. So what I tend to do is I just tend to scoop them onto my hands. I can't believe how docile he's being. There's, you know, lots of people say differently. Lots of people have their own ways of how they handle their scorpions. Me personally, I just like to kind of like scoop them and, you know, use the hand over hand method. It's unbelievable how gentle he's being this evening. Oh no, he's woken up a bit now.
Ah, this is more like the Snappy we know and love.
He's a little bit feisty now. Even still though, I mean, even still, normally he'd be double claw striking me and everything.
I'm just going to say this from behind the camera. You know, obviously he's made this Scorpion out to be, you know, a proper evil arse. But genuinely, this is the most docile I've ever seen this guy.
See, my friend Tripped Out Viking, he's been round multiple times. We're really good mates. He comes around regularly. So he's normally seeing the scorpions and the creatures considerably more than most people. And normally, I mean, he was here when I first tried to handle this guy. It was not an easy task at all to do. So I'm just going to have to try and... Yeah, that's it. Just...
This is what he means by being gentle, though, is because so many people have just grabbed him off.
You know, you have to be really, really calm in your movements. They're not like dogs. They don't learn their owners. Well, people say they don't. I personally feel that they may very well learn their owners. So yeah, he's just exploring. See, there you go. You touch the back of his tail. Doing that a second ago, he's fine. Do it now, and he's about ready to hurt someone. But yeah, you've just got to be so gentle with how you move these guys. Now, scorpions are pretty tough, but you know, compared to us, they're nothing. You know, you could just, and that'd be it. So you have to be really gentle with them. You know, maybe not as gentle as some other creatures, but certainly more gentle than most. But there we are. So first official video of Snappy. He's been nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, which I'm very happy about. So you've been able to have a really good look at him, have a really good view of the video, and so yeah. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to pop this guy back in his house, pop the lid on, and we'll call it even. And so until next time, remember to put likes, share, spread the word, put comments. You know, all the support is support. Every bit helps, every bit counts. So until next time, I'm Unstable Scandrews, cameraman's tripped out biking. Bye bye.